Around the Ozarks tonight.
Well, children need families always, whether there's a pandemic going on or not.
While some have been worried about keeping their families safe from the virus over the past several months, others were looking to add to their families. Color 10's Madison Hever up next tonight with more on our series, The New Normal, where we take a look at how the virus is impacting the family dynamic. Madison.
David, COVID-19 has had an impact on everyone these days, and that doesn't exclude adoptions, including one family that adopted their newborn son domestically at the beginning of the spread of the virus in the U.S.
Court dates have been pushed back because courthouses have been closed.
Regina Smith is a social worker in Southwest Missouri for NightLight, a national adoption agency.
Each region and each state and each hospital having different policies and procedures regarding COVID and who they allow in and travel restrictions. That has been some of the biggest challenges that our families have faced.
Luckily, the Holmes family were allowed in the hospital after they drove across the country with their whole family to pick up their baby boy, Shamar.
We were going to have our kids stay at home with our parents. So we decided to all go to South Carolina.
There's limitations as far as who could come in, where you could come in, certain entrances and where you were routed through.
I think there was only one entrance to the hospital that was open. And I think the governor of South Carolina had shut down hospitals completely. And the social worker had to get special permission for us to even be in there. And so we're the only ones actually going into the hospital and coming out of the hospital besides the social worker.
On top of cross-country travel and restrictions in the hospital, Shamar's birth mother also had not yet made a decision if she wanted the Holmes to take care of Shamar.
When she doesn't have the supports that she needs in the hospital during the most critical time, it can leave her feeling very isolated. She may then in turn decide not to follow through with an adoption plan.
We had determined when she made her decision that, we were going to be fine with that, be cool with that. Bless her in her decision. No matter what, we wanted our little guy Shamar. We wanted this little blessing, our little blessing.
They say to really think about if you too might be a part of a loving family that could adopt.
Please, think about that, consider that, move in love.
I find it just really inspirational that families are so willing to do whatever it takes to bring their child home. Children still need to be in loving families. Just because we're experiencing a pandemic doesn't mean that the need quits.
And when asked if it's worth it,
of course.
Let's do it 5 more times.
Of course. No. In a pandemic.
The Holmes family is now back at home with their newborn baby son. The next Sunday, we will have another story in our New Normal series that discusses the challenge of international adoptions from China during the pandemic.
I love that dad's attitude there. He's better than me. Do it 5 more times. Hats off to you, my friend.